think there are a couple things to note here about the dating world. One, yes, we can all agree that it's got a lot of pee in it. A lot of pee, a lot of alcohol, a lot of steroids, a lot of needles and pins and heroin and crack and everything else. And a ton of shit. But I think we can also admit, and should by now admit and understand, that dating experiences are unique to every person. Now, I say that while a lot of us, or a lot of y'all rather, because some of y'all going through stuff that I could never. But a lot of people are dealing with some of the same things. But I feel like all in all, it's because a lot of people have some of the same patterns and some of the things that they need to work through or whatever. But to bring it back to my other point, that it's unique to everyone, because some of your experiences with certain people are going to be great. Some of your experiences with certain people are going to be not so great. Some of your experiences with certain people are going to be meh, I don't know, let's circle back, whatever the case may be. And that's just the matter of it. And I think that's just the matter of it. Not that it used to be easier in a sense, but there are a lot of different factors that go into it now at this point in life that we're at, because we're so connected, but also so independent and cut off from the rest of the world at the same time. So I think it's just the nature of getting with the times. Now, I'm not saying that these dudes can't be better and that there are, some women out here that could do better too. But I am saying that it's learning what works for you in this day and time and what it is that you actually want. Because another thing I'm starting to realize is a lot of people don't actually know what they want. And that's why dating experiences are not going the greatest, because you're not calling red flags on the first time. I used to be guilty of that. You are too busy trying to make room for things that you think could be or potentially be like the perfect opportunity for whatever it is that you think it's supposed to be, instead of learning, okay, this is something that I don't like, so maybe I should move around. With that also being said, I feel like there is also this mindset of like cutting everything at the first sign of, yes, you should cut people at the first, red flag and things that are your non-negotiables. I stand by that strongly. But there are certain things that society has ingrained in us that now it's like at the first cut it off. There's always another one. Next 15 coming. They like buses, whatever the case may be. And that could be true, but it's not true for everybody, and it's not going to be true every single time. And so I feel like that we forget that other people are people also. And so when we go into these situations with people, these dating situations, we're looking from our own side. What do I want? What do I need? What do I like? And that's great, but you also have to consider the fact that this other person is doing that same thing. So that's one of the reasons why you can't really take rejection personally, because they're also looking for something just as you're looking for something. And maybe you didn't match up as great as you are. Maybe you just didn't, fit whatever it was that they were looking for. Also, there are times where I do feel like, coming from a picky person, where we could be too nitpicky about how things should be or whatever, just because of the things that we've been listening to, the things that we've been taking in, the dating advice that we've been receiving, or just eating up off of the enters of net. And that's where I think we kind of lose the plot a little bit, because we're trying to compare our stories to other people's stories and how we imagine our love story and how things are supposed to be, instead of kind of just getting into the flow of things, not saying go with the flow, but allowing things to unravel as they shall, because some people are such on a timeline and some people are just so nonchalant or so just wavering that they don't really know what they want. So I guess the basis of it all is just to know that your dating story, your dating experience is going to be unique to you. There might be things that you go through that are similar to other people, but that doesn't mean go down a rabbit hole and look at what should I do if this happens, and when should you walk away, and when should you do this, and when should you not say that and not do that, or whatever the case may be. Sometimes you really just got to put the phone down and just get out there and experience things for yourself. Because if you let TikTok and you let YouTube and you let these gurus and these dating coaches and these self-proclaimed life coaches or whoever the case may be think for you, then once you actually do get into something that feels good, you're not going to know what to do, because you spent so much time looking for what not to do. So I just say, yes, be mindful, put yourself first, but also give things a chance and give people a chance. Allow things to unravel naturally. Allow things to unfold naturally instead of rushing to the finish line, because you don't control how much time you have on this earth, so you shouldn't even be concerned with that. But anyway, I still understand like holding yourself to this certain standard of where you see your life and what you want and all of that. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I just think that sometimes it's very important to hone into self and how you feel, how you desire to feel. How is this other person feeling? How are y'all making each other feel versus let me go to TikTok and see if this is normal. So that's it. That's all I got to say. Please drop your comments because I love to engage with y'all and I would love to hear the feedback. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. If you're watching this on my TikTok, please make sure that you hit that follow button. If you're watching this on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button. And yeah, let's get the conversation going. This is Tu Prima Favorita Bobby here, and I will see you next time. Bye.